when I was 10 years old, we went on a summer vacation. That's when it all became realistic to my parents. Went in for a summer school physical, and at the age of 10, we left the doctor's office, and they took us to the hospital, and that's when we were diagnosed. August 11th of 1984 is when we were diagnosed as diabetics. My father remembers back in the day, everything was carried in a briefcase. Everything was so large, so big, that it was carried in a briefcase, and you'd go into the restaurants, and you'd open up this briefcase, and you trying to be inconspicuous about it in the corner, and of course everybody was trying to peer over your shoulder to figure out what you were doing, but you weren't really trying to hide it because it was something that you lived with. The ones that were carried back in the day, like when I went to school, they never sent a blood sugar meter with me to school. They sent test strips, similar to like how you would test chlorine in a pool, and it give you a range of what your blood sugars should be. And they sent you to school with graham crackers and Tang and wished you good luck. So being a parent of a diabetic, it's always in the back of your mind. You never forget that, hey, it might happen to her, or to any one of your children. So that night she went to bed, and I kind of spoke to my mom, because a couple days leading up to that, you know, I kind of said to her, and of course having a blood sugar meter available, we grabbed her and we poked her finger, and it was one high reading, and Julie said, well, you have to have 3 consecutive high readings before she can be confirmed as a diabetic. And then that night, she turned around and she woke up and just not herself, just really out of the blue. And so we grabbed the blood sugar meter at that time, and don't quote me, but I think it was up over 400, 450 points is where her blood sugar was at night. And so I called my mother, and we called Dr. Schultz, and she said, well, we'll meet you at the emergency room. And September 11th, 2010, that's where we went in. So, got diagnosed. As parents, and I'm sure every parent has gone through this, we were sitting in that hospital bed, and every nurse, every doctor that we saw that night turned around and they said, is there anything that we can do for you, I believe is what they were saying. And they said, you know, we said to them, just tell us we're wrong. Tell us it's something else. Tell us it's something that you can fix, where, you know, we're getting out of here tomorrow, and, you know, she doesn't have to live with the stuff that I've lived with. And that's what we kept saying to him. Of course, yeah, it wasn't. we were diabetics together. So, you know, one of the issues, everybody looks at you, and this is why I've been, I guess, so quiet about the diabetes. I didn't want to be classified as an outsider. I wanted to be normal like everybody else, and I've been rather quiet about it. But now, with Katelyn having diabetes, I'm going to preach to the mountaintops. I'm going to do what I can do to help. So, is there anything that bothers me when I see Katelyn treat with her diabetes? Yes, everything bothers me. The blood sugars, the shots, the 2 o'clock in the morning blood sugars. Why are they out of control? Why are they this? Why are they too low? Why are they too high? The 10 o'clock blood sugars. The frustration on my wife's face when she takes the blood sugars and she doesn't understand why she was normal at supper time and now it's out of control. Everything bothers me about diabetes. I would take 10, 12, 20 shots a day just so she wouldn't have to take one. I'd brunt it all, so she wouldn't have to take a shot. So I can tell you what a cure would mean for me. I've got another little daughter, Olivia. She's 2, and the chance for a cure would mean that she wouldn't have diabetes, or a chance to get diabetes. More importantly, A cure to me would mean that Katelyn's children, hopefully someday, wouldn't happen to have or wouldn't have diabetes. That's what a cure would mean to me.